Sagittarius or Sagittarius cross-watcher, this is going to be for you guys. Pretty specific message because I got a song before I started this video. I picked up on a song by Stained called Outside. So cross-watcher or Sagittarius, this is going to be probably more for people who are in relationships, whether this is you watching this video, the relationship you're in, or maybe it's somebody on the outside of you who's in a relationship with someone. But it's pretty specific, and we're going to get into that. But before I get into the song and kind of what I think is happening here currently right now with whoever is coming through, there's something to do with a window. Maybe that makes sense to some of you guys, something specific here, but I'm seeing a window. And I don't know if a window could be anything though. It could be a phone. That could be considered a window, or something to do with the computer system, computers. Also something to do with a window of a home, a window of a business, windows as in surveillance. Then I was seeing a cross. Now it could be actually something across, like somebody across from someone, but I'm seeing an actual cross, so maybe that also is specific here. But moving forward, we're going to get into this song. It's called, again, Outside by Stained. And what I think is happening here is whether we have people who are in a relationship or we have people who are just kind of talking to each other, been talking to each other. What's going on with this hair? I see it in my peripheral. It's like curling over here or something. It's like a curly fry from Arby's. Just what in the... It's bothering me. Y'all know I get distracted really easily. It's a problem of mine. So, well, I don't know, it's a problem, but sometimes it helps when I'm picking up on shit. But, okay. So, we definitely have a connection. We'll call it a connection, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, or people just talking, where somebody is seeing how another person truly is. Are they going to do anything about it? At this point, I don't really know. It doesn't feel like it. But also, this is just for right now. Anything can change, and things do change. Everything changes. So, yes, things will change. But right now, I don't see anyone doing anything about it as far as, like, do I see a relationship ending? Not necessarily here, but I see somebody who's living miserably if they're in a relationship. If someone's single here and they're starting to see someone, like, who they really are, see them for who they really are, they probably will decide to not move forward with an individual. Given a little more time, they're going to realize, on second thought, this probably just isn't the relationship for me. But what I feel mostly is somebody who is in a relationship here, probably a marriage, and it could be a long marriage, a long relationship, long common law union, probably live together. So this isn't everybody's story, because I know some people here that's not their story, but I think we could even have, let's say we have two people here who are in a relationship together, right? However that looks. One person here may have given the other one a hard time for anything. It could be anything, just maybe even always gives them a hard time. Could be about them, their ways, their habits. It's like, it seems like this couple bickers a lot, or they can tend to bitch a lot, but then they go right back to being whatever normal is. They go right back to their everyday, ordinary, however they ordinarily are. And they probably stay together due to some sort of strong belief, due to maybe a comfort, but it feels more like a belief, like I don't know, a spiritual belief, a religious belief or something. I don't know. But aside from that, the love does not feel like it's there at all. Not at all. I don't feel it. It feels very cold. In fact, my hands are freezing. One person who probably gives, like the one who gives the other one a hard time, I think they both give each other a hard time at varying degrees. But the person who is the one who gets the hard time mostly is now starting to look at the person they're with like, I don't know if they're saying this, but inwardly they're thinking, and you say I'm this and I'm that and I'm a liar and I don't know, all the things you say about me and how you talk to me and how you treat me, but you're actually quite ugly yourself on the inside. On the inside, you are just as fragmented, and that's a word that's been coming up a lot lately, but you're just as fragmented as you make me out to be. Yeah. It's like somebody see I'm like picking up on this person. That's how they're taking it. It would be like, let's say we have two people who are sitting across. There we go. Across from each other. I don't know where this is. It could be anywhere. It could be in the home. It could be at work. It could be, I don't know, anywhere. In a car. Well, that would be more side to side, unless it's someone sitting in the back seat. I don't know. But it's kind of like, or on a motorcycle. That could be across from me. Whatever. In front of, more like. So it's just kind of like somebody looking at their partner or their person, like, it's funny how much you almost like judge me. It's funny how much you judge me when it's like somebody really starting to not like who they're with. They don't like them. Two people who are together, or two people who are talking, but it's like, I'm starting to not like you. Like, I really don't like you. I don't like your energy. That's sad. That's really sad. That's sad. Especially when people choose to stay together. Something's going on with the throat chakra. Because I don't think this is someone who's really, unless they have said it, and that's just hard to accept and hard to hear, or it's like, well, you're stuck with me anyway. Well, I don't know. Let me get into the song. This is not everybody's message, and, you know, one could look at it like, oh, this is rather negative. This happens every day, guys. People are in these types of relationships and deal with people and have this energy every single day, and choose to ignore it for a while. Choose to keep it going, thinking maybe it'll get better, or we can just, but Let's read about this a little. So the song Outside by Stained, why they wrote the song, I'm going to tell you why they wrote it, what it's kind of about. It said it's a very emotional and dour song where Lewis finally gets some perspective on a person, seeing her for the first time from the outside and realizing she's ugly inside just like him. So he realizes his flaws. He or she, whoever this is, right? Make it however it fits for you. Someone here realizes they know they have their problems. They take accountability for that. They know their flaws. They know what they've done. But it's like, I'm kind of tired of hearing about everything I've done. You're not perfect yourself. That's what I'm getting here. Now let's say it's two people here, and someone here hasn't been kind of judged by the person themselves, but maybe, let's say we have a relationship. I'm getting so confused, and it's like hard to talk for some reason in yours. Okay, let's say we have two people here and they're in a relationship, and one of the partners is listening and has been listening to this person constantly bitch about another person. Okay, like, oh, she or he is this and that, like judge, very judgmental. Somebody has a very judgmental partner, but they're sitting back looking at their partner like, as much shit as you talk about that person over there or everybody, you're actually quite ugly yourself inside. Like, you're really kind of gross inside and hateful and ugly. Although this person could be absolutely handsome or gorgeous on the outside, but on the inside, because of how much that they disapprove of other people, and it could be for shallow reasons. Stupid shit. Not for who the person is, but more so just shallow shit. The partner they're with is looking at them like, wow, that's really ugly. I actually think that's a beautiful person over there. Who they are. That's a beautiful man. That's a beautiful woman over there. You're just hating on them because it's something you're seeing in them that's actually something really in you. You know? Oh, I could see that. That would be a fight right there. Imagine you had a couple and they're like, I don't know, sitting in their home, and one of the partners is, yet again, it feels like it's repetitive, it happens often, is talking to their partner, and they're like, yeah, this girl, like, let's say it's a woman. I'm just going to use that example because that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But again, please remember, you can reverse. This could be a man. Let's say it's a woman and she's constantly talking shit about a specific woman. But maybe she does it because she's afraid that her partner fancies this woman, finds her attractive, finds favor in her. So she's constantly talking shit about this woman. Just any and everything that she can say, again, she or he, can say, she's going to say it, right? And at first, maybe this partner of hers has listened, maybe even agreed with some of the things. But now, upon further investigation or upon deeper observation, they're starting to realize that the person that is actually being judged so harshly by this individual that they are with is not that bad after all, and is a rather beautiful individual inside, has a great soul, is a good person. You know, that matters. It's actually the only thing that matters. All the rest of us rot. We rot. We rot. We age. We wrinkle like a pug. And then we die. We decompose. But who we are never decomposes. And so the partner of this person is listening to this and this absurdity and is thinking, you're such a jealous bitch. Or man. Either way, both bitches. Like, you're just such a jealous bitch. Like, that's really ugly. And maybe they say something to their partner, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe they kind of say something that is almost like standing up for the person that's being judged so harshly, even though the person's not even there, not even in the room, is totally unaware they're being judged as harshly. You know what I mean? Then the partner gets upset, like almost offended. That's the word. How dare you take up for them? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you want them? You want to go fuck them? You want to leave me for them? Like that type shit. I'm hearing third degree. You want to leave them? You want to leave me for them? Why don't you go be with them then? I wouldn't care. I don't need you anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. Like, wow, gross. You're like really a hateful person. You know, somebody's realizing how nasty the person that they are with is. Or if it's not people who are together, which I think the majority of this message it's a couple. It's somebody who maybe they've been talking to someone and they're just starting to realize, like, maybe someone doesn't judge people like that, but maybe someone's just overly, I don't know, sexual. And the person who's getting to know them and considering being with this person is like, do you have anything else in there other than sexual energy? Do you talk about anything else? Are you interested in anything else? Like, where's the depth in you? Somebody's interested in the depth in someone, and they're realizing that who they've been talking to, who they've been interested in, or who they're with doesn't have a whole lot of true, genuine depth. Unless it appeals to them, something that appeals to them, they themselves. This is a very shallow individual. That's somebody that an individual has been interested in getting to know, considering dating, seeing on and off, kind of seeing how it's going to go, or all the way with. That's the song, guys. And someone being on the outside of that is not necessarily someone on the actual outside, but someone who's realizing like they don't really have much in common with somebody after all. And they don't know why they're with them. And it almost is beginning to feel like a trap, like the walls are closing in. Why am I doing this for? Am I stuck with this forever? This as in this person. Or if they're not actually together, someone's thinking, I don't want to be stuck with this forever. I don't think I want to be with this person. I think we've all been there at times, you know. And we all have a little bit of ugly in us, all of us. If anybody says they don't, they're lying to themselves. And I love that about this partner or this person who's having this like revelation. I love that because in the song, what does he say? He says, I'm inside you're ugly, ugly like me. They're acknowledging their own demons, if you will. Yes, this is a person who's acknowledging their own failures, their own flaws. And that's admirable. Yeah, of course that's admirable, because somebody who can acknowledge their own flaws and their own, it's like shortcomings, that's a person who has a lot of potential because they can work on those things, you know. But the individual that they have been interested in or have been with, they don't really see their own flaws. Think they know everything. They think they know everything. They're with a spoiled, I kind of love when that happens. I love when I feel like somebody's got a really strong guide here. Maybe it's like it's probably somebody whose family member passed. It's probably that family member who passed, and maybe this family member knew this person, or they know him now. But maybe they knew him, especially if this is a couple who have been together since somebody's family member passed, a very prominent family member, maybe a matriarch or a patriarch here. But anyway, this person was a very fierce individual themselves, and they are in the afterlife as well. And I mean, I'm definitely getting that. Or somebody's guide, spirit guide here. Either way, they're coming through and saying spoiled brat is how I'm hearing it. Could be a man that's a spoiled brat, does not mean it's a female, so let's not get that twisted. But somebody's partner here is being called basically a spoiled brat from whoever's passed over, or somebody's spirit guide. Definitely came through and said that loud. Spoiled brat. I'm hearing rotten to the core. Couldn't survive without you. Would crumble. Doesn't have a strong character. Just has a very proud character. A very cocky, conceited, judgmental character, but they're not very strong and secure in who they really are. They may not, in fact, even really know who they are. And they threaten a lot, this person. Somebody threatens a whole hell of a lot. Well, leave me then. Leave me. Just leave me. I don't care. I don't need you anyway. I'll go be with someone else. You know, maybe even tries to be petty, like make someone jealous here. Wow. Rotten just to the core is how I hear it. As gentle as they may even look on the outside, this is not a very gentle creature on the inside. They're not even, they may not even be very, well, this is specific, they may not even be very fond of animals. And you can tell a lot about a person if they're not fond of animals. And they can use excuses all day why they're not fond of animals. I'm allergic, I had a bad experience with them before. Or is it the reason that you had a bad experience is because that animal could sense your character? Because they can. They can sense it before a human can. So somebody here is realizing I'm with somebody, or I've been entertaining someone that I don't love this person. That's sad. Especially in a relationship or a marriage, somebody's realizing that they really don't love who they're with because who they thought that they got with isn't really who this person is. It's like, but that happens, guys. I mean, there's no need for anybody to beat themselves up here. That happens to everybody, you know what I mean? All of us. And you don't really see it till later, and then it's like, oh, what do you do about it now? What do you mean, what do you do about it now? You make changes. And then if somebody doesn't make changes here, that's on them. They can make all the reasons and excuses in the book. They can say, well, the universe wouldn't want me to. They obviously put me here for a reason. It's like, no, you put you there for a reason. You're learning your lessons. You're seeing what it is now. And now you can either choose to stay and keep learning lessons, or you can do something else. But currently, I don't feel someone doing anything about it. I don't think anyone's going to make a move just yet. They're just realizing, they're witnessing, they're observing. And it's almost torment to be with this person every day, or to even have to speak to someone because of the attitude of this person. It's just really heinous. That's a very strong word. Oh, heinous. Your Highness. Wow. This person is like entitled. Oh shit. Somebody feels very entitled. Wow. Like they're better. And maybe even the partner that they've had at one time possibly even had the same energy, and that's probably why they attracted each other. I don't really know, but the partner's waking up now. Somebody's person's waking up and seeing it. Like, maybe even I've been very selfish. I've been entitled. I've been judgmental. I've been this and that, and I've been greedy and holier than thou, and thinking that I'm this and that because of the money and the status and the person that I am and the family I come from and this. I don't know. I don't know. I know it all. But We've all fucking been there. People would be lying to themselves if they said they haven't, in their own way, you know. Yeah, we have. We've all fucking been there. To varying degrees. We've all been there. And then you wake up. Life humbles the shit out of you, you know what I mean? And you're like, wow, this could all just go away in a moment. And none of it really matters, does it? We come here and we acquire a lot just to die. Just to rot. Somebody's with something's going on with the throat here. Somebody's with a person who is hateful. Like really, really hateful. If they do anything kind, it's almost because there's something that they have to get out of it. You know what I mean? And it's interesting. You know what's funny is that it seems like this person may have misfortunes. We all do. We all have misfortunes, so that's a no-brainer. Not picking up on anything different there. We all have misfortunes and things that happen to us that teach us, you know. But this person seems to have different types of misfortunes. People, they're let's call it like specific type of misfortunes that are actually here to teach this person, but they don't see it. They see anytime a misfortunate thing happens, they see it more as they don't really learn the lesson from it. I'm getting like, so they say something happens, they blame other people for why it's happening, like all the time though. Maybe sometimes it is the other people, but they do this all the time. It's always because this person's stupid, or this person is ignorant, or this person is blah blah blah. It's never them. They're very difficult to be around. And the more that a person is starting to see that in another, it's becoming increasingly, exceedingly difficult to tolerate someone's energy. So for the most part, I'm picking up on a couple. Because if you're just talking to somebody, you don't got to deal with their energy. You can just vamoose, get out of there. So this is a couple for the majority. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.